So I wanted to talk about something real quick that I have seen a few videos on, and it's like, if you're not an instructor, you shouldn't be putting out instructional videos, and that's why I don't do it. That's why I went to an MSF class, so that I could learn how to ride from a real instructor who was teaching out of an instructional manual that was put together by hundreds of thousands of instructors all over that is like perfected over the years to teach people the proper way to ride. And that's why I just say go take an MSF class. I don't like really telling people technique, like here's how to turn, here's how to brake, or what, you know. It's like I try not to do that too much, just because I'm just out here having fun. And if you want to ride around and have fun and not have to think about it, go take an MSF class, because that is what really got me going. But I've got to say that I've heard a few videos lately about counter steering, and these people are explaining it in such a way that I'm afraid that if somebody watches one of these videos, they're going to end up getting hurt. Because here's how it was explained in the MSF class, and here is how I do it on a daily basis, on a practical basis, and on a hardcore canyon riding, like when I'm going fast. Is if I'm coming into a turn, all I'm doing is pressing. That's it. I'm pressing. And when they talk about pressing, that's the word that they actually use in the MSF class. They say to press the bar, not pull up on one and push down on the other, just to press in the direction that you want to go. And let me get this straight, okay? You are not pressing down. You are not pressing down to lean your bike. That is not why you're pressing forward. You're pressing forward and you're counter steering. So when you go to turn, you're pressing it forward like that. And I mean, you barely have to push on the bars at all to do anything. It just barely takes the least amount of pressure. Let me make this freaking light. But like you're coming around a turn, you're just pressing on the inside. But what that technique does, I have kind of discovered over the years now of doing it, is when you're just lightly pressing on one side of the bar or the other side of the bar, what it does is it really lightens up how much pressure you're putting on those bars. It gets you out of the habit of riding like this, where all your body weight is like on your wrists, and that's not the way to ride. You want to just be like this, and just be like press this way, press that way, and that's all you're doing. You're just barely touching the front of the bike. And what that does is it makes it so if the front end starts to push, you feel that happen. If you're just lightly pressing, all of a sudden that press will go away. You will feel the pressure. Like when you come into a turn, and the more you're pressing, the harder it is to press. And all of a sudden, if that front end pushes, you'll feel it, because that push will go away. It'll like push less, and you'll be like, holy crap. And because of that, because when it pushes less, it'll actually straighten your bike up, which is what your bike wants to do. You know, like I've told you before, your bike doesn't need you to ride it. You know, you're just basically like guiding it. You're along for the ride, and you don't want to overhandle your bike. You want to be really light with the front end so you can feel what it's doing, and just press. That's all you got to do. DRZ. It's cool, man. Little supermoto action. But anyhow, that's what I had to say about that. That's the deal with counter steering and with pressing, and that's how I do it, and that is how I was taught to do it. And I honestly believe that that is the correct way to do it. And that is the proper technique, and that's what you need to practice. That's the way that you need to ride. Forget about all these other guys that are telling you to push and pull and all this other crap. Just worry about pressing on whatever side that you want to go. you want to turn left, press left. You want to turn right, press right. And have a nice day. Talk to you guys later. Peace.